1 from Wisconsin, Ron McClung from Canada in the 545, Greg Neal in the 34N, Dylan Simonton in the 58X, Justin Hill in the 32H, Shane Meeks in the 26, and Cody Switzer in the 82. Can't tell from this angle if they've got cars on the track for the next heat yet or not. We do have a couple of drivers that I talked to earlier today that are coming up in this next heat. Roger Powell and Ron McClung. We already heard from Roger Powell earlier today, so we'll play Ron McClung and Justin Hill. Both of those guys coming up in heat number 2. Ron McClung and Justin Hill. We'll be back with more once there's cars on the track.
Fans, this is the Pit Pass. I'm here with Justin Hill, number 32H, coming out of Carrollton, Illinois here for the 80s Bone Stock. Justin, what kind of car did you bring here today?
9802 Lincoln.
What made you choose this car over something else?
I wanted the big horns and the Watts brackets. And it was sitting in the bottoms and it was clean.
That makes a difference for you.
Oh yeah, and stripped.
Tell us about the drivetrain you got in this thing.
I got a clunky 355 and a 400 turbo behind it.
What do you think about your run this weekend? You got any predictions for how things are going to go?
Hope for the best, I guess. Have fun.
That's always important to come out here and have a good time. When you're always frustrated and having troubles, it makes it hard to love the sport.
Oh yeah, well, I got good buddies and good pit crew. So
you mentioned the pit crew. Who helped with the car?
my best friend Josh Sethler, and my other partners running this weekend, Craig Jernigan, and then my second father, Mike Sethler. Yeah.
So those guys running too?
Just me and Craig,
Yeah.
and Vic.
Yeah, Vic's going to try to come back and do it again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Be interesting to see if he can pull that off.
Oh yeah. Try to help him out, see what happens.
So how important is that heat draw then?
It's going to be pretty important.
You think it's going to turn into like a mini team show, or is it more everyone for themselves?
I think it'd be more each of us for ourselves, but we'll help each other though if we get same heats or something.
Absolutely, that's how it goes.
But
Anybody,
everybody's got different driving styles, so I guess we'll see.
Anybody watching at home this weekend you want to say hi to?
Most of my family's with me this weekend, so we're all up here camping and came up yesterday and having a good time.
Make a weekend of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's great.
Family sport, so.
We hope things go well for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us some time today.
Yep.
Heat number 2 brought to you by Gray Area Demo Parts, coming out onto the track right now. Be 9 cars in this heat. Once again, going to take 3 cars out. Dylan Simonton out there in a 58X. Looks like it could be the only wagon here this weekend. Cody Switzer in the 82, not quite making the turn there, bumping the wall on his way in. Here comes the 76. Bob Brockway. Bob Brockway, the Hammer and Hoosier. Good to see him behind the wheel out here. The 17P machine. Paul Pless. Want to say hello to those of you joining us on Facebook. Thanks for being with us. Facebook Live Look-In brought to you by Jeffy's Fab Farm, giving you a taste of the action here throughout the weekend here at Metal Mayhem. We're on heat number 2 of 4. Still plenty more action here today, so make sure you're joining us on DerbyNation.tv to get your fix of live Demolition Derby action. Check it out at DerbyNation.tv. Green flag is out. Dylan Simonton coming off the line first. You see blue powder all over that wagon. Dylan doing a little gender reveal here earlier in the day, announcing that he's having a little boy. Dylan also running some unique halo bars on that car. see if it comes in handy for him as the wagon starts to bend. R1 of Roger Powell taking a shot in the wheel from Simonton in the wagon. Pace of this heat started off a little bit more conservative than the first heat did. We'll see if these guys sort of jumble around and get a feel for the Derby. And Ron McClung looking for a mad dog here. Came across the track hard. Missed everybody. Now he's working on, can't quite see the number there. 34H. 34H of N. 34N of Greg Neal. Ron McClung trying to lose the rear bumper on the 454 already. Bad Ronnie coming all the way from Canada. Last year at this show, he brought a fresh car, like a complete car, to the track and built it here on the grounds in about 12 or 15 hours. Got the whole thing stripped out, built, ready to go, and ran the class. This year he brought a built car here, and his son Brian and some other friends worked on that car and got it ready for him. And we got a red flag on the track. I think Ronnie might have lost that bumper. Yeah, we got a skin right here in front of us. The NLR Derby Parts red flag on the track. Bumper boy out here to pick the skin up. Looks like that came off the 17P, and there's a bumper on the backside. I think that might have been Ron's. We'll see. Simonton's wagon still looking okay back there. They get into the quarter panel a little bit. On the passenger side, that back bumper is angled up just the slightest bit right there. Maybe just partly part of his pre-run, or pre-build, I should say. $17P. Not liking how things have gone for the backside of his car. They're only going to get worse. I believe that's the 26 as Shane Meeks working on him. Shane out of Kansas. Learning that Chad Markley style roof sign. R1 of Roger Powell getting worked against the wall by Simonton on the right hand side of the screen. Here comes the 34N, excuse me, of Greg Neal. Working on Ron McClung in the 454. The back side of Ronnie's machine pushed all the way up to the tires on the passenger side. Ron McClung with another good shot, this time on the 76X of Bob Brockway. Brockway got some room to run, came back and gave it to Ron McClung, parked in that rear quarter panel where it used to be a quarter panel, pushed everything up past the wheel now. Brockway coming back, giving it to him again. Not one to be taken lightly. The Hammer and Hoosier now taking a shot from McClung. Back and forth they go. These guys battling it out. Fighting for a Mad Dog Award here. Rear bumper trying to come off of Brockway's machine. $17P being worked into the corner right here in front of us, the 32H. Justin Hill, we talked about him, heard from him just before the heat started here. His car looking really good right now. He's kept himself in the middle of the action where nobody can really get a big run on him. Cody Switzer here in the 82 working back and forth. Killer Custom Derby Parts and Transmissions, red flag on the track. See Ron McClung there giving some hand signals, so maybe he's having some steering issues. Sort of worked the wheel back and forth, kind of threw his hands up. Yeah, no steering for Ron McClung. I just watched him crank that wheel all the way to the right and nothing happened with the actual tires. R1 of Roger Powell coming to get a piece of Dylan Simonton in the 58X machine. McClung comes in hard, takes it all the way to the wall. Once again, heat number 2 brought to you by Gray Area Demo Parts. You can check out the website at grayareademoparts.com. Known for their compact stuff. They have lots of great products for compact cars, but a little bit of something for everybody in the derby world. Roger Powell in that R1 running the old school open face helmet with the sunglasses on. He's a veteran driver, a lot of years under his belt. Nice shot there from the R1 of Roger Powell working on Simonton in the wagon. 17P looks like he's all done on the left-hand side. Simonton stalled in the 58X. He's leaned over trying to work the batteries, mess with some wires, see what he can do to get that wagon refired. Took a hard enough shot, he may have knocked something loose or taken something off the starter or knocked the terminal off the battery maybe. Meanwhile in the background, Justin Hill. Still looking really clean in that car. Backside starting to curl up now. He's used the back almost exclusively, hasn't really hurt the nose of that car. Simonton times out. Tough break for him, still had a really straight looking car. Hopefully he can get whatever that was straightened out and come back for the consolation tomorrow. As a reminder to those of you on Facebook joining us, the consolations will be at noon tomorrow. That will be part of our Saturday ticket. It's included, so you'll get the noontime consolations as well as the evening session, all with one ticket on Saturday. Lots of action still coming up this weekend. 2 more heats here tonight. Tons of stuff tomorrow. We got compacts, trucks, old iron, of course the 80s bone stock feature. Get yourself a ticket on DerbyNation.tv. Check out all the action. Catch up with everything today and all the stuff coming up tomorrow. Make sure you see us there on DerbyNation.tv. I want to say thanks to Jeffy's Fab Farm for giving us an opportunity to give you the live look in on Facebook. Bob Brockway's been sort of working over in that far corner on the 34N of Greg Neal. Now the R1 of Roger Powell's over there as well, and Greg Neal having some trouble in that car. He's sort of looking around, bent over, trying to work something underneath the dash area. Good shot from Cody Switzer. Ron McClung up against the wall there with little to no steering in the 454. He's trying to work it back and forth, trying to use the wall to turn the car. Red flag on the track. Chambliss Welding red flag. Get everybody held up. Dylan Simonton out of his car. We're back to green. Justin Hill teeing off on Bad Ronnie. Bob Brockway still working on the 34 and working him up towards the wall there. Brockway put himself into the wall, now finds Ron McClung on the right-hand side of the screen, sticking with him for a minute. Now McClung starting to go up in smoke. Steam coming from under the hood. He's got Meeks pushed up against a dead car. Brockway's got McClung in the corner now. Ron got refired. Needs to find a live car to hit. Now takes a shot from Justin Hill. Could have been a driver's door. It's hard to see, but Good shot here from the Impact Derby Products trackside cam. Giving you an up-close and personal look. Giving you what the officials see here on the berms. R1 and Roger Powell working back and forth. Looks like Ron McClung's broke off. Must have timed out over there on that far side. Switzer looks real good right now. Bob Brockway working on Switzer. Justin Hill still out there looking good in that Lincoln. Shane Meeks just went off the left-hand corner of the screen. We'll see him back up. There he is, right back into the middle of the action. Still got 5 cars battling away on the screen right here in this gray area demo parts heat number 2. Good shot from Hill. Bent the R1. GH Graphics red flag on the track. They're going to pull Justin Hill for Mad Dog. He's been pretty aggressive here, making a couple good hits. Apparently they thought he did enough, get him pulled out there. He had a good strategy there, kept himself out of trouble early on in the heat, started to sort of drive more aggressively as the heat dwindled down. Good job by Justin Hill. Make sure you're checking out the website at ghgraphics.net for all your graphics needs. Appreciate their support of our red flags. Four cars left running, need to get down to 3. Roger Powell in the center of the track working back and forth, trying to keep that R1 moving. Starting to see a lot of flames out of the headers. Got Rob Switzer, got Shane Meeks, Bob Brockway, Roger Powell. Switzer working the rear wheel. Roger Powell's getting pretty junked out there. Powell doing what he can. Appears to not have steering anymore. Working his ruts back and forth. He's got a little bit of a left-hand turn to those wheels, so he's able to run a slow arc. NLR Derby Parts red flag on the track. And we're back to green. Let's see what's left after that. Roger Powell in the R1 trying to get fired. You see all that flame coming out of the exhaust. And the 76X of Brockway. Cody Switzer, Shane Meeks, both still moving. Powell's car refires. He needs to make contact, and Brockway's car moves. Brockway makes contact. Powell never did. Red flag on the track here. Here's a look at our Ski Ink damage cam on the track. Jody Braden on the track for the Jeffy's Fab Farm on-track interviews.
Derby fans, I'm here with Bobby Brockway, Heat 2, one of the 3 winners. Your car is pretty rough on it.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but we just came to have fun.
So you got enough together? You want to put it together for the feature?
Yeah, we'll get it together. We drove plenty of Mayhems. We know how to do the feature.
So you said you put your motor in at what time?
We put it in about 1:30 last night. Got it welded in about 2, 3 o'clock. And out here a little late, but better than ever.
I guess we gotta love it, right?
Right. It's a hobby. We love it. It's a family here.
So more of a kind of a sickness roll, right?
Yeah, the first person to come up like a doctor that could take care of this addiction would be Rich.
It would be great. Well, good job, and we'll see you tomorrow in the feature.
All right. Thank you very much.
Jody Braden with Bob Brockway there in the 76X. Good to see Hammer and Hoosier on the track. Great guy there, just in general. Love the sport, and did a good job out there. Used the car up. He knows what he's doing. He'll be back for the feature. He's run plenty of Mayhems before. He'll get it fixed up. There's a look at Roger Powell's machine. Man, he got his money's worth out of that.
I'm here with another Heat winner of Heat 2. What's your name?
Shane Meeks,
Where are you from?
Abilene, Kansas.
What kind of car you got here, Shane?
It's a 92 Lincoln.
So that heat was pretty rough. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it was a rough heat. Some dang good drivers, and it was fun.
I've been asking the question, what do you think about the 30-minute time limit?
I love that. That's the way it should be all the time, in my opinion.
You would rather drive the 30 minutes and have an hour and a half long heat?
Yeah, 30 minutes is plenty.
I agree. Your car is not terrible. You going to get it back in order, come back tomorrow for the feature?
Oh yeah, we got a good car, looks like, so we'll be back.
Well, good job, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jody Braden with Shane Meeks there in the 26. Coming out of Kansas, Shane did. Big run for him. Nice, clean car there. Looks, not, as Jody said, not terrible. Looking good for the feature. I want to say thanks to everybody that joined us on Facebook, and thanks to Jeffy's Fab Farm for giving us that live look in. Remember, if you like what you see here, still got 2 more heats of action tonight, plenty of action tomorrow. And man, look at Bad Ronnie's machine here. You get a ride and a half out of that car, getting pushed off the track. But make sure you're joining us at derbynation.tv. You can get all the action live there, and replays available after the show for 30 days. So anything you missed, you can watch it again. Not a problem there. Thanks again for being with us on Facebook. derbynation.tv is where you catch us for the rest of the night. So we saw Ron McClung's car come off the track there. We caught up with him before the heats. We'll show you what he had to say about his driving style, and you'll see if he proved it right or not. And then we'll catch up with Vic Whaley and see what he has to say about his chances to be a 3-time winner here at Metal Mayhem.